What's happening, guys? Safety Liner C2 here. Got a full review for you. cveilleux's 3800, Bluebird 3800, 2000 Bluebird 3800. Let's just jump right into it. Looks on the exterior. This isn't a terrible looking bus. I like the hood especially. The hood is really, really good. One of the better looking 3800 hoods. In my personal opinion. Body seems a little bit weird. I don't know. There's something about it that doesn't seem right. I mean, yeah, it's pretty accurate of a 2000 Bluebird. So, I also like the inclusion of the longer stripe, which is, I don't know what I'm trying to say. It fits the time. How about that? I would have liked to seen some writing here on the battery box and electrical panel. That's electric panel, and that's a battery box. Stop signs look a little strange. I would have liked to seen maybe the actual lights be a red. Would have also liked to seen this turning signal a little more pronounced. It's got two turning signals, actually. We got clearance lights on the bus, as you can see. There's one back there. There should be one up here. I guess there's not. Got some mirrors there, clearly. Coming to the back, we've got the Bluebird logo, which it cuts out ERD. So RD, it cuts that out. This kind of looks more like a vision of this time of 2015 than it does of a 3800 from 2000. I like the inclusion of the stop panel on the back. We also got full LEDs, which is cool. Clearance lights, Alabama bus. And then same thing over here. So looks aren't terrible on the bus. We've also got this cutout Bluebird logo again. So looks aren't terrible, like I said. There are a couple minor flaws. I'll give it a 3. Let's go ahead and hop on the inside. And here we go. This is the inside of the bus. We've got red seats with a pretty clean interior. It's a little too clean for my opinion. We've got a yellow wheel cover, which is a little bit weird. We've also got this black head bump thing, the red light, and then the lever for the emergency door. I would have liked to seen some writing right there. Oh well. There's no lights on the bus or on the inside of the bus, which is kind of a letdown. Up front, we've got the Bluebird first aid kit, and I apparently went too far. Bluebird logo and a seems like SketchUp mirror, but at least he put in the time to make it red. Let's see. For the dash, or the control panel, let's hop over here. It is nicely modeled. I mean, it doesn't look too good, but I like that he actually modeled this instead of just taking a picture of it and putting it on there. So I like the time that he did spend with this, but it just looks too basic in my opinion. Steering wheel, it looks decent as well. There wouldn't have been that international logo right there. And then this is our dash down here. We can see parking brake is on. And yeah, also one thing that I don't like is how the steering wheel is kind of to the right. So I would have liked to seen the camera maybe right. I don't know, like right there is perfect. That would have been a perfect place to put it, and I know I can go into the settings and change it myself, but for those of you who don't know, I don't know how to do that. So I'll give it a 2, so we're at a 5 right now. Features, of course, we got the opening door. We've got dual stop signs. Of course, we got the warning lights. I would have liked to seen the back panel flash. That would have been cool. So not a whole lot of features whenever it comes to this bus. It's a pretty basic bus, just the usual. So we'll give that a 5. We are at a 10 right now. Driving and sounds we'll come back to. Lag. This is a very, very good bus whenever it comes to lag. I get little to no lag with this bus, and even if I do get lag, it's not from the bus because I know that the bus is very, very responsive. It is extremely quick, especially when I'm driving. Very smooth, realistic, and I really, really like that. If anything is lagging, it's usually the server or a terrain, but it's not the bus. And even when I am getting lag on, say, multiplayer, this bus is still pretty responsive. And I like that. Never had a major problem with it other than the occasional hiccup every now and then, which is okay. Everything is pretty quick and speedy on this bus, which I like. So give it a 10. We're at a 20 right now. Variability. Now, this bus actually comes in a pack, and the pack has, of course, the 3800. We have a Ford B700, a Chevy C60, and the International Lodestar. So it doesn't have any other 3800s, but it is a pack, so you can kind of do half and half. That it is a pack and it does have other stuff included, but it's not more versions of the 3800 with a wheelchair lift or whatever. Give it a 5. We're at 25 right now. Is it realistic? Kind of. One of the only realistic things that I see about this bus is the hood on the exterior, at least, because to me, this exterior just looks like it looks too modern to me, and it wouldn't have been from the time of 3800s. Just not that that's a bad thing. It looks really good. Don't get me wrong, but it just doesn't seem to fit right. Interior, everything is modeled, so I mean it resembles a 3800, but so I'll give that 5 points also. 30. Other people's opinions. This is one of the I remember whenever I got this almost 2 years ago, everyone loved this bus. Everyone likes the driving, and they think it looks really, really good. All this and that. So this is a very, very well-perceived bus, and I haven't met anyone who says that, oh, hey, this is a terrible bus, or, whatever. So we're at a 10. Or we're adding 10, so we're at a 40. Name. Well, let's see. Let's make sure. CV 2000 Bluebird 3800. All right. 45 right now. That's perfect. Let's see. Other stuff. I like the inclusion of the back panel. Like I said, I wish it would flash. I also like these little... Oh, I can't remember what they're called off the top of my mind, but I know that some buses do have them. So, cool inclusion. We have this little sticker right here. So, not a whole lot whenever it comes to, whatever. I also kind of like this texture right here, this old, grainy texture, if you will. Looks pretty cool, so I'll give it a 4. So, doesn't have a whole lot of stuff, but, is it better than the competition? And this is always one of the hardest ones to answer for me to find out if, is it better than everything else that's out there? I don't think it is. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is better than some stuff, but for the most part, a lot of stuff could beat this. I mean, it is better than, say, the TCI. I think that it would beat that. It's better than... Oh, I just lost the name of it. It'll come back to me, but I just pictured it and then I lost it. I can't remember the name right now. But I just don't think that, I would spend a lot of time driving this. And I did at one point. I enjoyed it, but, I just don't drive it a whole lot anymore. Because there are better things than it at this point. In the Rigs and Rods community. So, like I said, it is better than a few things. But it also, let's remember that this is also based on your perspective. So, and I was laughing because I just came out of here. Because why not? Go in here and go in there. But yeah, that's just my opinion. So I'll give it a 5. We are at a 54. Now comes the final two things: sounds and driving. Let's go ahead and start it up. Accurate. Sweet. Not my favorite. Not the worst. Let's go ahead and turn off the parking brake. Feel like the parking brake is too short and that it also just cuts off immediately. And you guys know that I like it realistic where it kind of fades out. Let's see, horn. Nope, not a fan of the horn. Go ahead and turn on the reverse. Whatever. Let's go ahead and rev it up. Or, well, actually, let's put our foot on the brake first. Remember how I was saying how responsive it is? Normally, if I put my foot all the way down on the gas, it would take a couple seconds for it to rev all the way up. I just put my foot on the gas and it revved immediately. That's kind of a double-edged sword, depending on how you think of it, but... So, sounds for me, they're not the best. They're not the worst. I like them more than I hate them. I'll give it a 7. Okay, we're at a 61. Let's drive this thing. Go ahead, I'll go ahead and open the doors for you guys. They were already open, and get the stop sign out. I don't also like how these are a little bit off sync. It's just me being a little bit crazy. But if you look at real life school buses, like the district that I was in school, LED warning lights, incandescent. Well, actually, those aren't incandescent, so I can't really complain. But it's just bugging me a little bit right now. So I knew those weren't incandescent too. I don't know why I was. Okay, that was me going crazy. Whatever. I've done that. I've been known to do that once or twice. Oh yeah, we also have turning signal noise. Yes, and the flares. Kind of missing some fender turning signals, and no turning signals down here. Let's turn on some lights. Light flares are a little bit off. The flares are a little bit off in general. Pretty much all of them, and I forgot to mention that, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take off 3 points for that, just because I forgot to mention that. Back down to a 58. Let's go ahead and drive this thing. Turning radius isn't too bad. Not the best, not the worst either. I know that seems like a terrible turning radius, but I just took that one too fast. Also kind of wish that these gauges would work. Is my parking brake still on? I don't know. You guys see that little light down there? I'm not sure if that... I guess that just always stays on. I never noticed that. So I really do like the driving of this. Very smooth bus. Turning radius could be slightly improved. It's not the worst that I've ever had. But it's also, you know, meh. So this bus is, like I said, it's smooth to drive. Haven't had a problem with the driving. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think that wraps up the review of this bus. So, yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I can't think of anything else. Oh, duh, I need to add up the final score. So, driving, let's give it an 8. So we are at a final score of a 66. So there's been better, there's been worse. What can you do about it? So, like I said, not the best, not the worst thing. So, and keep in mind, these are just my opinions. Yours might differ here and there. So, yeah. Hashtag just saying. Yep. Okay, so that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe right down here. It's a magical red button that says you are now subscribed to Safety Liner C2. Make sure you comment up here, down here, over here, or over here. I don't know where they put it, down and where they put it. Make sure you also give this video a thumbs up, or there's going to be things that are better than you. And make sure you also share this video with a friend. Show it to your mom, show it to your dad, show it to a guy on a random street. I don't care, don't get raped. So, yeah, guys, thanks for watching.